Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the heart of Wakanda to uncover the true story of its greatest protector, the Black Panther. Now you might know him as King T'Challa, the brilliant monarch and fierce warrior from the movies. But the mantle of the Black Panther is so much more than just a suit or a title. It's an ancient legacy, a spiritual connection to a power that predates even the gods of Asgard. This isn't just about a superhero. It's about a sacred duty, a pact made between a nation and the very soul of the land itself. So get ready, because we're going to explore the mystical origins of the Panther god Bast and how this ancient deity chooses the one worthy to be her champion. It's a story of myth, magic, and the making of a king. It all begins long, long ago in the fertile lands that would one day be known as Wakanda. A massive meteorite, composed of a unique, sound-absorbing, energy-manipulating metal, crashed into the continent. This wasn't just any space rock, it was pure vibranium. The cosmic radiation from this meteorite fundamentally altered the surrounding environment. It changed the flora, the fauna, and most importantly, it gave birth to a very special plant, the heart-shaped herb. This herb, saturated with the unique properties of vibranium, held the key to incredible power. But this power wasn't for just anyone. It was a gift, a sacred trust, and it needed a guardian. This is where Bast comes in. In ancient Egyptian mythology, Bast or Bastet is a well-known goddess, often depicted as a woman with the head of a lioness or a domestic cat. She was a protector, a goddess of warfare in Lower Egypt, but also a symbol of home, fertility, and joy. But in Wakanda, her story takes a different turn. The Wakandan people believed that Bast was a primordial entity, a panther god who was drawn to the vibranium meteorite. She saw its immense power, both for creation and for destruction. Recognizing the need for a guardian, she led a warrior shaman named Bashanga to the heart-shaped herb. Bashanga was the very first Black Panther. Following a vision from Bast, he ingested the herb. Its power coursed through his veins, amplifying his strength, speed, agility, and senses to superhuman levels. He became something more than human. With these newfound abilities, he united the disparate tribes of the region, forming the nation of Wakanda. He established the traditions that would govern his people for millennia. Wakanda would hide its power, its vibranium, and its advanced technology from the outside world, protecting itself from greed and conflict. And the mantle of the Black Panther, the protector king, would be passed down through his royal bloodline, with each new ruler having to prove their worth to both the people and to the Panther god Bast herself. So, how does one become the Black Panther? It's not as simple as being born into the royal family. While the right to challenge for the throne is hereditary, the title itself must be earned. The process is a brutal and sacred trial. First, the heir to the throne must strip themselves of the power of the Black Panther. The current holder ingests a special liquid that purges the heart-shaped herb from their system, returning them to the level of a peak, but mortal, human. This is crucial. It ensures that the challenger faces their opponent on equal footing. It's a test of pure skill, not of inherited power. Then comes the ritual combat. Any warrior from any of Wakanda's tribes has the right to challenge the heir for the throne. They fight on the edge of a massive waterfall, a spectacle of honor and tradition witnessed by the entire nation. The fight is to the death, or more commonly, until one combatant yields. It's a raw, intense display of martial prowess. If the heir is victorious, they have proven their strength and skill as a warrior. They have earned the respect of their people. But the trial isn't over. The most important part is yet to come. The victor must journey to the Hall of Kings, a sacred place, to seek the blessing of Bast. There, they will once again ingest the heart-shaped herb, but this time it's a spiritual journey. The herb sends their consciousness to the ancestral plane, a mystical dimension where the souls of all previous Black Panthers reside, watched over by the eternal presence of Bast. It's a beautiful, ethereal landscape, often depicted as an African savanna under a perpetual twilight sky filled with auroras. Here, the new king-to-be communes with their ancestors. They seek guidance from their father, their grandfather, and all the kings who came before them. It's a moment of profound reflection where they must confront their fears, their doubts, and their very soul. It is here, in this spiritual realm, that they truly receive the blessing of the Panther God. If Bast deems them worthy, they are reborn, returning to the physical world with the power of the Black Panther, fully restored, stronger than ever. They are not just a king by right of combat, but a king by divine appointment. This connection to Bast and the ancestral plane is what truly separates the Black Panther from other heroes. It's not just about superhuman abilities. It's about wisdom. It's about legacy. TChalla isn't just fighting with his own strength. He carries the strength and knowledge of every king who came before him. When he makes a decision, he can draw upon centuries of royal experience. This gives him a unique perspective, a depth of character that goes beyond simply punching villains. He is a king first, a hero second. His primary responsibility is to his people, to the nation of Wakanda. This often puts him in difficult positions, forcing him to make choices that a hero like Captain America or Iron Man would never have to consider. Think about it. While other heroes answer to their own conscience, the Black Panther answers to an entire nation and a line of kings, stretching back to the dawn of history. He has to balance the safety of the world with the sacred command to keep Wakanda hidden and protected. This internal conflict is a core part of his character. When TChalla decides to open Wakanda's borders and share its technology with the world, it's a monumental decision that goes against thousands of years of tradition. It's a choice made not just as a man, but as a king who has communed with his ancestors and chosen a new path, believing it's what's best for the future of his people and the world. The power Bast grants is also deeply tied to the land itself. The Vibranium, the heart-shaped herb, the very spirit of Wakanda, it's all interconnected. The Black Panther is the living embodiment of that connection. He is the will of the land made manifest. This is why the title is so stable, so enduring. Even when a king falls, the spirit of the Panther lives on. We saw this with Killmonger. He defeated TChalla in ritual combat and rightfully took the throne and the power of the herb. He became the Black Panther. But his connection to the ancestral plane was different. He was fueled by rage and vengeance, not by a desire to protect. His vision was one of conquest, not preservation. While he held the power, he lacked the wisdom and the spiritual alignment that makes a true Black Panther. His reign was a perversion of the sacred duty. Ultimately, TChalla's return and victory wasn't just about being a better fighter. It was about restoring balance. It was about reclaiming the spiritual mantle of a protector, not a conqueror. The story of the Black Panther is a powerful reminder that true strength isn't just physical, it's spiritual. It's about your connection to your past, your responsibility to your people, and your worthiness in the eyes of a power far older than yourself. The Black Panther isn't just a man in a catsuit. He is the chosen champion of a god, the vessel of an ancient legacy, and the warrior king whose heart beats in unison with the soul of his nation. He is a symbol of power used with wisdom, of tradition balanced with progress, and of the unbreakable spirit of Wakanda. So, the next time you see the Black Panther leap into action, remember the journey he took to get there. Remember the ritual combat, the spiritual journey to the ancestral plane, and the ancient pact with the Panther God. He is a king, a warrior, and a high priest, all rolled into one. He is the legacy of Bashenga, the child of Bast, the protector of Wakanda. And that is a power older and deeper than any infinity stone or cosmic entity. It's the power of a people, a land, and a legacy embodied in one warrior king. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. What do you find most fascinating about the Black Panther's origin? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Until next time, Wakanda forever.